We entered the infinite. Yeah, I was trying to see if I had one where I'm big, but I don't think so. Um, because I was gonna, yeah, letters but large. Yeah, well, basically my webcam big. But I don't think I have a scene set up for that. 8 by 8 letters. Yeah. Because I was gonna give my thoughts about the games that I played for the past several weeks. Um, yeah, so I played 13 games that all started with the letter A that were all part of my Steam library that I hadn't played before. Um, I separated them into 3 groups. There is the now hidden in Steam group. These are games that I will never play again. Those games are Abzu, which gave me motion sickness. Otherwise, seemed like a great game, but I couldn't. It was moved too fast. Did not like that. Air, which at first seemed okay, and I actually did play again off stream. But then I figured out that you cannot save your progress within a dungeon, and I couldn't beat the dungeon in one sitting. So I was like, well, guess I'm never playing this again. Um, yeah, I was in a dungeon for over an hour, made some progress, but couldn't figure out how to solve it completely, and then came back later and saw all my progress was gone. And at first I thought it was just a mistake, and I thought like, oh, I didn't save or something like that. And so then I did it again, and then I was like, oh no, that's just the design of the game. Okay, well, we're never beating this. So I went ahead and hid that. The third game I hid was Aground. I it's probably a fine game for people who like crafting stuff. I think I am not a crafting game fan, which is weird because I really like Stardew Valley, but I think I like the other aspects of stuff. Like, I like the relationships. I like going into fight in the caves. I like planting the food and stuff and the exploration, but I think I don't like the crafting so much. And because it had so many other things around it, I didn't realize that I'm not a fan of it. So then when you have a game that is primarily crafting, there's a little bit of battling too, but primarily crafting, and as far as I could tell in that first hour, no relationship building or anything. Yeah, I was not into it. But I think it was a well-designed game for what it was. I'm just not interested in it. And then finally, Angel Wings, I also hid in Steam. This was a free visual novel. Um, it's at the first couple of minutes, I was like, "Oh, this seems like it's gonna have an interesting plot. Like, is my character really dead? Like, what happened?" And then it's just, "Oh, I'm a cute girl who's athletic. Oh, I'm a cute girl who's studious. I'm a cute girl who works in this shop." Like, it's everything you can do wrong with visual novels. um, yeah, so it just got a little boring. I really thought it was going to go somewhere, but it did not in that first like hour and a half or so that we played, and we ended up mercy killing it. And so yeah, I hid that one too. So those are the ones that I hid. So those are the ones that's like, well, that was maybe a waste of a purchase. I think not coincidentally, all 3 of those, other than Angel Wings, obviously, which was free, all 3 of the other games were part of Humble Bundles. Moving along to games that I just played the once on stream so far, but I may play again. We have The Amazing American Circus, a pretty complex card game, but I liked the kind of non-traditional combat. For because it's all about pleasing your audience, which I mean basically you're killing them, but it's more positive. I liked having the different performers have different decks and therefore different attributes. Like it was interesting. I liked less the complexity of the game outside of that combat. It reminded me quite a bit of Darkest Dungeon, which, you know, it tried to take a few good games and put new spins on them, but it tried to do too much too fast. Yeah, it was a little overwhelming. I feel like there are other games that have better tutorials where they sort of introduce things to you sequentially, like one at a time. Like Armello had a fantastic tutorial. It didn't dump everything on you at once. It was like, okay, we're gonna learn how to do this thing. Okay, now we're gonna learn how to do this thing. And I feel like Amazing American Circus just kind of dumped everything on you at once. But I still enjoyed it, and I think I will still possibly play it again. Did you see your Senna screenshot from the tutorial? I don't think so. The next one on the I've only played once, but I may play it again, is Ambition, A Minuet in Power. I actually really liked this game. You dropped it in Discord? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm bad and like never check Discord. I try, like I'm set up with it and everything, but I don't look at it. Um T-Bone's actually been talking about trying to revitalize the Discord and maybe setting up a group for like group play and stuff. But I'll let him talk about that more. Looking at the screenshot. Oh dear God. Santa just all attack. I mean, it's a good thing that that she's a tank. You just took 3 hits. But yeah, I think that Bane's gonna die. Hi, Otabay. The bird had resolved their hits already. Yeah. Oh, you got some blocks. Okay, that's good. So yeah, Ambition, A Minuet, and Power. I really liked the multitude of choices. It did not feel bland like some visual novels do. It had a very set personality to it. I think the setting helped with that. And I've never played a social combat game like that before. And I think it was well done. I mean, obviously it had a couple typos, I think. But, you know, overall, I'm interested in the story. I think I would be interested in continuing to play that game. Then there is Apico, which I played the once, and I may play again. I want to give some of the other stuff a try. I feel like Apico took me a long time to just kind of figure out what was even happening. The tutorial was just like never ending. And I would be interested in kind of just playing and seeing like what's up. But it may end up eventually hidden in Steam. That's probably the one that I feel the least optimistic about in this category. Oh, yes. I'm getting there, Odabe. I'm getting there. That's going to be in the 3rd category, which I have played offline since. And then the last 2 games that I've just played the once on stream but may play again are Arcade Spirits and Aviary Attorney, both of which are visual novels. Arcade Spirits being a more traditional, like, romantic visual novel type thing, and Aviary Attorney being an investigative VN, like Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Both of them were quite good. I am interested in their stories. I am invested in continuing. And I feel like the gameplay mechanics are pretty good. Aviary Attorney, I think might be a little bit short, because I have already completed 1 act of 4. But yeah, I think I'm definitely interested in continuing those. And so then finally we have the third category, which are games that I played on stream and then have played offline since. And I should also mention too that Arcade Spirits and Aviary Attorney have a slight disadvantage because they were near the end of the A's, so it's like, maybe they would be in that category, except I haven't had time. So, Aces and Adventures. I have played the crap out of this game. Yep. I have played it a lot. I have leveled up my characters to like level 11. Unlocked a whole bunch of new cards. I have beaten the game in spring mode, which unlocked a more difficult summer mode where I'm playing through story mode again, but more difficult. It's fantastic. It's probably my favorite new game that I've gotten. I think the fact that Aces and Adventures was not part of a humble bundle or anything. If you have any love for these genres, you are doing yourself wrong to not check them out. Yeah, Aces and Adventures is a deck builder RPG, and it's great. For me, I actually got it on Steam, not in a humble bundle, because I saw it was suggested to me, and I was like, this is my kind of game. Like, just watching the demo, I was like, oh, this is my kind of game. And I was absolutely right. So yeah, if you like Magic the Gathering or Slay the Spire, which were the two games that were suggested, and I was like, ooh, two of my favorite games, then you will likely enjoy Aces and Adventures. It has a somewhat unique system with the poker cards, but it's really easy to learn. Next on this list is AI the Somnium Files. I have played that a little bit more since the stream, but I haven't played it more lately. Instead, I have been enjoying a watching series of somebody playing through 999, and which I already finished, and then now they're playing through Virtue's Last Reward, and so I've been watching that, and I'm like, that's interesting that I'm enjoying watching somebody else play through those classic escape games rather than putting time into playing AI Somnium Files. So that's one where it's like, it may have benefited from being early in the list, but I still think it's a good game. I do think I'm eventually going to finish it. I'm just not as like urgent about it as some of these other things. Alina of the Arena. I have played offline since a couple of times. I would say think Slay the Spire, but also with hex tactics. There are even different heroes that you can have, like different archetypes, which I didn't know on the original stream because I just wasn't that far in. Dark Legion Mage says, have you been playing BG3 Bandwagon? BG3. I don't think so. I don't know what BG3 is. But yeah, I found it to be pretty enjoyable. I don't know if it's like the best deck builder hex tactics of its kind because it's the first one I've ever played, but I enjoy it, and I've been playing a little bit more. And then Armello. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. No, I've not been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, the bandwagon. Yes. No, I have not been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't gotten it. I've been busy playing all these other games that I've already bought, and I don't know if Baldur's Gate is free or costs money, but I have heard people talking about it. I don't tend to like adventure RPG games, which is what it seemed like to me. Baldur's Gate is very money, yeah. It's probably like a $60 game or something. And then finally, the last game on the list, Armello. Not only have I enjoyed this game, but T-Bone saw me playing it and was like, that looks really fun. and he went and got it himself, and we have played it together since offline. So, yeah, I would say Armello and Aces and Adventures have like the top marks of the A's. So in conclusion, we had in the A's, the A games, games with titles beginning with A in my Steam library that I had not yet played. We had 4 that I've just straight up hidden, not right for me or not good. 5 that I've just played the once on stream but may play again, and 4 that I have played offline since. 2 of the 4 that I've played offline since, Aces and Adventures and AI Somnium Files, I just got on Steam. They were both on sale, but I got them on Steam, whereas the other 2 were part of Humble Bundles. So it does seem like Humble Bundles can have value, but it is interesting that I paid more for the games that I enjoyed more, generally. So Odabe asks, am I on Team Bunny, Team Bear, Team Wolf, or Team Rat? Ooh, that's a good question. I have played as all 4 of the characters now, I think. Except I played the secondary rat instead of the primary rat. So I played the rat, the girl rat, who's like cloaked all the time. I will say that I feel like the bear, even though the tutorial is like, oh yeah, the bear is gonna collect the spirit stones and blah blah blah, she's like the worst for doing that because it's so difficult to breach the palace walls because she has such low strength. Which means that she doesn't have very many dice. And the palace walls are not corrupted, so she can't use her high spirit value to get past them. Want some tips on that, letters? Not really. I mean, basically what I did is I've actually gotten 2 Spirit Stone victories, but I've gotten them with other characters. You love the Wolfie Bowshot? I think I played as her once as well. Baldur's Gate is base $60, but some players for all content is $70. Okay. And Super Race asking, Odabe, what about Team Dragon or Team Bandit? Ooh. The DLC characters really do expand things a lot. There is a way to get Senna the bear in the walls easier. Oh, okay. Like maybe you have to have an event or something like that. I already know you can't teleport inside the palace walls. Yeah, River is the Wolfie Bowshot. Yeah, I mean, if y'all would be interested in seeing some more Armello on stream as I, learn how to do this, I would be cool with that too. A non-RNG thing too, by the way. It's not, oh, it might happen. Oh. If you play for it, it can be forced every time. Okay. Yeah, I know, there was this one time, I'm trying to remember who I was. I think I was the wolf, maybe? But I think we're both still in the experimentation stage where we're kind of just trying all the characters. He's mentioned that he likes the rabbit, though. He likes going for prestige victories. And I mean, I don't know if I like going for Spirit Stone victories, but I have gotten 2 of them out of like the 6 games that I've played. So I guess I like going for that. The game just keeps giving me Spirit Stones, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm doing this now. So I don't know, I'm lucky or something. When I'm going for other things, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm trying to increase my attack stat. Or like, yeah, I'm trying to get all the prestige I can, and then they just keep giving me Spirit Stones, and I'm like, oh, alright. I have also gotten a prestige victory once. But yeah, maybe we can arrange to all play together sometimes. You've gotten every type except for Lord of Corruption. Okay. Corruption is genuinely difficult to get. I can imagine, because I mean, you're losing HP every turn, right? So you have to have like a lot of healing. And then again, getting inside the palace walls. Oh, there are characters who are immune to rot damage. Oh, that's cool. Are they in the base characters, or? I am considering, like, oh, the entire dragon tribe. Ooh. Not hugely in the base. Okay. Yeah, I've considered, I mean, the game is still new to me, so I haven't like made a decision, but I've considered like, oh yeah, it might be good to get the DLC for this game because I seem to really like it. But I might like wait until it's on sale maybe. Interestingly, Armello is one of the games I got via Humble Bundle, so I probably wouldn't have bought it otherwise. It was in the Turkey Syria Relief Bundle. There's actually a dragon char entirely based on mind-controlling Banes to troll everyone else. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, the thing that I kind of realized about Sana was rather than trying to breach the palace walls, something I could do is just punch Banes in the face in order to try to get a lot of prestige. So I do kind of like that the characters lean towards certain strategies but aren't like committed to them. Ever check out the game called King of the Cattle? I've not. You bought Armello because you saw a gameplay video with the bunny character. So cute. Aw. I will say it's tempting to go for Spirit on Senna early, but you may want to expand her wits. Yeah. The one oh yeah, I think I was telling a story, but I don't know if I finished it. There was one time where I ended up breaching the palace walls because I used a card that expanded the character's wits. And so I had like 7 cards in hand, and I had 1 card of each type. So I was able to just walk in. It was just like, I will discard this card, and this card, and this card, and this card. I didn't even have to roll for it. Oh, King of the Castle. King of the Cattle. See, that would be like an Armello expansion. No, I've not played King of the Castle. General Dunley says, I played my Simic Gandalf deck the other day. Not tuned very well, but holy crap, you popped off. He is insane. Ah. Yeah, I haven't been playing very much with the, yeah, back to Magic, which is the screen that we're on. I've not been playing very much, with the Lord of the Rings cards, except I did make a historic brawl deck, with sagas. So, yeah, I guess ultimately that is my review of the Unplayed Steam Library series with titles starting in A. I really have liked doing this series. I've liked discovering new games that I have already paid for. And I like how it is causing me to feel abundant and not buy a whole bunch of more games that I'm not playing. If I wanted to do an Armello stream or become an Armello streamer, you're down. Ooh, okay. How long did Armello sit around before you tried it? I got it whenever the Turkey Syria Relief Bundle happened on Humble Bundle. So, a year? Almost? I don't think it was quite a year, but too long. Which is exactly why I'm like, I need to actually commit to having a system to go through these games and actually play them and find out if I like them. So I think I will be continuing the series and, beginning the bees, next week. But for now, it's Magic's 30th anniversary. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and run a quick ad, and then we're gonna do a draft. Gonna check the B's for some more A's, some more A ratings, yeah. So I will be right back and we'll flip over into a draft.